So, welcome back. Steve Stumbers with Purple Cow Organics. And today we're going to start the topic about CX1 at planting. The planting event is probably the number one reason or event on the farm where growers think about bringing a biological into their system. It's a longer conversation that we'll devote a couple of different segments to. We'll have a future segment on the use rates and recommendations for organic farming, use rates and recommendations for the biologically minded conventional grower. But today we want to just start kind of on a broader perspective why this particular event, the planting event, is the most chosen time to bring a biological into your system. The first reason, nutrient efficiency, yield increases. A strong start doesn't guarantee a bumper crop, but a poor start guarantees that you won't have one. So there's plenty of data that shows the correlation between inconsistent germination and emergence and yield loss. So by using a biological, what we're trying to do is get all of your crops out of the ground as quickly and as uniformly as possible. The second reason why you'd use a biological at planting has to do with nutrient density. And if you've come this far on the journey, then this is probably a topic that's important to you. Hopefully you're a grower that's currently getting paid for nutrient density, but nutrient density comes in a number of different forms. It's protein in corn, it's amino acids and vitamins in forage and feed crops, it's increased oil levels in seed oil crops. So again, minerals, microbes, and a catalyst in the soil to create these metabolites. It's the start of the conversation of nutrient density. It's really the start of the conversation about good food. And a third reason you'd use a biological at planting, resiliency. You can set the stage at planting for increased resiliency in your cropping systems. Beneficial biology on the seed can help reduce vomitoxin levels in the crops. Gram-positive bacteria in furrow can help fend off pathogens like Fusarium right at the root of the plant. So again, adding some beneficial biology at planting can help set the stage, get your crops off to a good start, and that beneficial biology can carry its way throughout the growing season. But let's begin with a short discussion about input selections, biology, and the functionality, the fertility of your soil. There are three key characteristics of your soil which really drive its performance. Number one, there's the physical qualities of the soil. You can see here in this pie chart that healthy soil is 25% air and 25% water. So if you have a compaction problem, chances are you're lacking air, and challenges with water relate to both infiltration and retention. They're slightly different, but they can be solved along the same lines. The second property that we want to talk about in your soil is the chemical property, the chemistry, the minerals in your soil. And as we've reviewed in the past, certainly NPK get a lot of attention. The secondary and trace minerals like calcium, magnesium, sulfur, boron, and the like. And then there's also a wide range of other land and sea minerals that are important for nutrient density, especially when you look at all the different microbes and all the different minerals that combine to form the hundreds of thousands of different proteins, sugars, enzymes, and amino acids. So all of these minerals are important from a nutrient density standpoint. And finally, there's the biological side, the bacteria and the fungi that make it all happen. It's these beneficial microbes that touch every other input that you bring into your farm, again, for availability and plant uptake. So it's biology that drives the efficiencies in your soil as it relates to the other inputs that you're bringing onto your farm. So what does that all mean for you? It means that if yours is a granular-based fertility system, or if you're relying on manure for your fertility, then you want to add your biology there. So in this graphic, you see granular fertilizers. They're not available to the plant until biology does its thing. So that's where you want to place the biology in a system that you're using a granular or a manure-based input. Similarly, going back to the pie chart, if your system is relying on the minerals that are in this 45% of the soil, then that's where you're going to want to place your biology to fix, cycle, solubilize those minerals so they can be taken up by the plant. And third, many growers are using a liquid system. And again, the same concept applies. Biology into that fertility mix. The first goal is to immobilize the fertility inputs so they don't leach away. And the second goal is to make them available to the plant, so in facilitating plant uptake. So whether your system is relying on the parent soil, whether your system is a manure-based or a granular-based, or whether your system is a liquid fertility-based, bringing biology in at planting can set the stage for success throughout the growing year. In the end, we're using beneficial biology to push productivity, or we're using the concepts of fertility efficiency to lower the costs or the rate of application of the other inputs that you're bringing onto your farm. So again, thanks for joining me today. We're going to tune in next time, and we'll have specifics as it relates to use rates and recommendations for the various systems that you might have. So thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.